I'm Kate with CrateInsider.com. I'm here today with Buck Parker from
Hey,
Daytona 1. Hey there.
Hey, everybody.
And Buck, I know I sell that your 3060 gear oil. I also sell your 7590 gear oil. But tell us a little bit more about gear oil and making a great selection there.
Well, again, thank you for having me here. And it's fun to be able to actually talk about our products. And first of all, when it comes to our gear oils, we want to make sure everybody understands we make gear oils for racing. These aren't, there's a lot of great gear oils out there, and we use Mobil 1 as a baseline for us to test against, because that's a great oil. But we make these for racing, so we've designed this a little bit differently. And one of the things that we recognize is parasitic drag. And when people say parasitic drag, what are they talking about? And I said, well, let me tell you how we realized how much parasitic drag is on the inside of it, like a quick change. We put a camera inside, and this was quite a while ago. And when you've got a camera, you can actually see what's going on. You know, it's sort of like you put a camera, you know how the doctors put the cameras in, they can work on the inside. It just blows my mind. But to be able to see what's going on in the rear end is pretty neat. And for instance, the axles, they start out, they're about yay big around. But when they're running, they get to be about this big around. And that's when the lubricants and the oils in there sort of grab hold to it, and they're hanging on. And so that's drag. That's taking horsepower away from you. So if you reduce some of the tackifiers and some of the things that are in a normal gear lube, and in our situation, we've designed a 3060 gear lube, which and our 7590 both, that we've reduced the parasitic drag in. The 3060, I think, is just a little bit more of a high performance item than the 7590, but both of them, the 7590 shows to gain about 3 horsepower over a Mobil 1.
Great. And I know, on our side, the 3060 is the most popular, and so that's why we have we have both quarts and we have gallons as well. Yeah. And then we normally just carry the quarts of the 7590.
And we're the only people in the world that makes a 3060.
I know. Yeah,
that.
And our customers love it for sure.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, these are great products. If there's anything that the base stocks are as good as you can possibly make, the additive packages, you've seen some of our additive packages displays. You understand what kind of protection values there are. I've got people that say that they can take the gears out of the rear end without using gloves. And I wouldn't recommend that. But it does reduce the temperatures greatly.
Wow.
over the regular oils.
Well, I know another thing that we found is that it's durability. I mean, not only are you getting great performance, but the durability is fantastic too. I mean, I have some customers, I think they run this for nearly a whole season.
Oh, they
right?
run it all seasons. Well,
yeah.
Actually, we watched this for several seasons, but at the end of the season, on many of the rear ends, of course, now when you change your gears out, you have to top it off, but at the same time, as for the most part, the same oil that started, the same oil that finished, and you can still see through it.
Now, tell me a little bit more about parasitic drag. I understand you've got this axle tube or this gear, and it collects, I guess, almost like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting a bunch of snow on it, and gets bigger and bigger, and you have that gear that's getting this pile of oil around it as it spins, and the centrifugal force kind of makes it stick. Is that
well,
really
sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
It's unlike a snowman, just don't keep getting bigger.
Right. It's got to stop some point.
But yeah, it does. It just sort of the way the gear lubes are made, and they're made with certain tackifiers that makes it adhere to the metal and hold on to the metal, and so and that's for a general purpose. Now we make ours to hold on to the metal long enough to go in and come out and cool. It has to circulate, it has to flow. As long as you're going in and coming out, you're taking the heat away from the metal.
Oh, great.
And you take the heat away from the metal, and then it allows, and then it goes back in. So you cool, and we all know something runs cool, doesn't work.
Right, absolutely, and you're going to get better performance, and you'll get better durability. So
try the 3060, you'll love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Buck.
Well, thank you so much.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Kate.